One and Honorable Brian Champo. He's my MP Bakope.
Okay.
And I support everything that he said with 1,000 cement, 1,000 bags of Jata cement. Why am I saying that? What did he say? That we are going to do everything possible so that Ghanaians will vote for us and we are not going to hand over power to the NDC. And so this is what the NDC is in stitches and it's up in arms over. And so because of Honorable Brian Champo, they will not go back to IPAC. Seriously. Seriously. You went for an election. I am not the one who said it to your own chairman, who was then your secretary. He said you couldn't even put your results together. You went to the Supreme Court. You got a 7-0 verdict. It's been 2 years. Or is it 3 years? Two. 2.5 years. Yeah. Get off it. Get out of it. You have an election ahead of you, a very important election ahead of you, and you are still thinking about what happened in 2020. Seriously? When we say that the NDC is not prepared for the next election, people think that we are joking. You have already started telling your followers that we are going to fail in 2024.
How are they telling them
with
that?
With everything that they are doing. Because if you are ready for 2024 by now, you'll be putting your act together and you stop this petty fights. Fights that have been fought already. Fights that have been fought and won. You did not win 2020. The history will not change. We are moving forward. We have an election in less than a year. And you are still shouting about 2020 issues. And you tell me that you expect Ghanaians to vote for you so that MPP will hand over power to you.
But they're asking for some concerns to be addressed.
Bella, that is why yesterday the Peace Council called a meeting and said, come back to IPAC meeting. Let's get ready for election 2024. So unless you are not confident of winning, which I know they are not.
You know that for a fact?
I mean, obviously, their actions and everything is telling all of us that they are not confident.
From this, it could mean
they are not confident
else.
Because if you are confident, you will put, I mean, 2012, we went for an election, we lost. We said we didn't understand. It took us almost 8 months to prove our case in court, which we lost. Immediately, the Supreme Court told all of us that elections are won at the polling station. We said, okay. We got our act together, forgot about 2012, and started getting ready for 2016. And the results are there to see. So you do not tell me a year to elections that you are still, you are still having a hangover over an election that you had 2 years ago. That you yourself, you know you couldn't put your stuff together. And you are still here talking about it. Talking about Madam Jane Mensah asking your General Secretary why he's smiling at this time.
You think it's irrelevant?
At this critical moment. 2024, if they have forgotten, let me remind them, it's going to be one of the most important elections in this democracy, in this fourth Republican democracy. And for me, I am on the opposition side. Of course, I don't want them to win. The MPP is putting everything in place to make sure that Ghanaians vote for us again. I believe the NDC should come back, put themselves together, and make themselves a credible alternative.
They haven't done that.
As it is now, it looks like they have already started psyching their party members. They've already started psyching their followers that because of Madam Jane Mensah, who is still the Electoral Commission, and is going to be the Electoral Commissioner for that election, because of her, we are going to lose. If that is
that really the case,
if that is not
Ellen?
No, everything that Margot has said.
Because it's a myriad of issues.
Yes, I know.
Okay.
One of the issues that I find quite interesting is the fact that she's worried about a smile that Tessie Edun-Ketia, or a laugh that Mr. Tessie Edun-Ketia laughed in 2020 at this time.
Was it about the laughter or about the statement that was made by the EC chair?
Whatever it was about election 2020, which has been done, dusted, packed. We are done. We are a year away for another election.
But their concern then is you are packing the EC
so what are
with
they trying to? As for that party
members.
That is why they have.
So they don't even trust the credibility of what is supposed to be an independent institution.
That is why they have petitioned the
Council of State.
So let's see how that will end. I have already made myself clear on that matter. I'm not going to repeat myself. All that I am saying is that the NDC is simply psyching their people. So if you're an NDC follower, just like what your people have been doing to you all this while, They are just letting you know that they are not ready for election 2024.
That's your deduction.
That is my opinion. And that is why I'm in the MPP. I am not in your party. From what I see, from everything that you are doing, including going back to IPAC that you don't want to go, including complaining about somebody laughing and somebody squeezing her face, including complaining about Mr. Brian Champion's comment that he made less than two months ago. And that is the reason why you not go to IPAC. Seriously, it tells me that you are not a serious opposition.
Ellen, but if you
honestly, you are not.
If you look at the petition that they sent to the Council of State over even the appointments of the 2 MPP persons. I mean, previously...
They are not MPP persons. You don't have proof that they are
No, but I'm coming to read... Okay, hold on. To the alleged, but hold on. Let me read something that the NDC put in their petition that they sent to the Council of State regarding why they insist that, for example, Dr. Apiahene is a party member. They say that, so for him in particular, we're equally alarmed and concerned by these recent appointments. Let me just find that, because they're saying that even for the fact that he decided to run for Bono chairman, Bono region chairman as well, you have to have a party card to be able to run for that. Hold on, I'm pulling it up for you to see. And also Hajia and the fact that her sister is currently the CEO of Maslock. So, and that alone is enough. They know that her mother is also an MPP person. And so that's the reason why she's getting this appointment.
I mean, just look at this petition. So Hajia herself, they don't have anything against her herself as a person in all her life, because I know she's above 18. She's lived a life. They don't have anything. It is her sister. So if my sister is somewhere, and I'm also moving somewhere, that's a problem.
They say that she herself is an activist. Hold on. So they're saying that aside the fact that Hajia Salima is herself an activist of the ruling MPP, let me read it. She's married to one Sheikh T.B. Damba, a former second national vice chairman of the NPP, and Ghana's immediate past ambassador to Saudi Arabia from 2017 to 2021. Indeed, her immediate family is well-rooted in the NPP tradition. Her mother, one Hajia Samata Gifty Bukari, was the first female vice chairperson of the NPP in the northern region. Her sister, one Hajia Abiba Tashani Muhammad Zakaria, currently serves in President Akufo-Addo's government as the Chief Executive Officer of the Microfinance and Loan Center, Maslock, and is a former contestant in the NPP 2020 parliamentary primaries in the Yendi constituency. So, you don't think that with everything that's been stated...
And what I'm even more interested in, you said the Dr.
Okay, let me come to Apiahene. Hold on.
He ran for what?
So prior to his appointment to Electoral Commission, Dr. Apiahene had played various leading roles for the NPP in the Bono region. Indeed, he touts himself in his political profile and personal credentials as a strong NPP man with a lot of experience in election issues in Ghana. Among his political positions in the NPP elections management are member of the 2022 Bono Regional Election Committee of the NPP, Bono Regional IT Director for Election 2020 for the NPP, Bono Regional D-Day Coordinator for Election 2020 for NPP, member of the National Research and Data Analysis Team for Election 2020 for the NPP, Regional Coalition Officer for NPP Internal Coalition for Election 2020, and member of the Bono Regional Communication Team of the NPP. And they're saying that it is considered that the appointment of a personality with such overwhelming partisan credentials into the Electoral Commission will hamper public confidence in the constitutionally independent body.
That is the NDC's petition.
Yes.
That is why they've sent it to the what is it? Why did they even send it?
The Council of State?
They will get an appropriate answer.
You don't find anything...
I don't find anything...
alarming about the positions that he held?
A woman's mother, her husband, her sister... So are we trying to say we live in a country where we have a Minister of State, Natural Resources Minister, Honorable Abu Jinapo. He was a He was a Chief of Staff, Deputy Chief of Staff. His brother, one mother, one father, John Jinapo, is in the other party. So because John is in the other party and Abu is here, they are not supposed to get their positions.
No, nobody has said anything about that.
So
we're talking about an independent constitution.
Why are you bringing Hajia's matter in when you don't have any proof? All you are saying is that because Hajia's sister is here, because Hajia's mother was this, because her husband is this. You've never said anything about Hajia herself.
They said she is also a political activist. Proof? That's what they're saying. Just
because her family members are active political people or had been, she shouldn't get a position.
Nobody has said that, but
that is what they are saying. That is why they are petitioning.
This is an independent institution.
That is why in the independent Electoral Commission's statement has it said that if your sister is Maslock's CU, you can't come there?
Nobody has said that, but would you have been okay?
What is the essence of this petition?
The tables reversed, and this was an appointment made by the NDC.
Why not? If the NPP doesn't understand, with it? They also go through the same process. So let them go through the process. Let's see how it ends. I think this is one of the, with all due respect, one of the most unhelpful, let me use that word, unhelpful petitions ever. As I said, they should get themselves ready. They don't look like a serious political party that wants power. If you are serious, you will get your act together, get a system that will collate your results for you, so that when you are cheated, you see. They are already telling their people, and I'm actually reiterating that point. If you are an NDC follower, you are an NDC grassroots member, you are a card-bearing member of the NDC, your leaders are telling you that they are not ready for election 2024. That is why they are worried about a laugh that somebody laughed in 2020.
It's an example that she gave with regards to how they arrived at the decision they made.
The whole election is done, dusted, packed. You sent it to the Supreme Court. You lost. Move on. You don't go back. If they like, they can come to IPAC. If they like, they can stay.
So what about the issues they're raising?
It is just telling everybody. It doesn't matter which issues they are talking about. For me, I think it's inconsequential. Get your act together for 2024.
And you don't think they're ready?
Forget about what it's gone. Nobody is going to change the results of 2020. We are actually halfway through.
So
move on.
The concern then is that, okay, maybe you think that the NDC is not ready, but in the case of the NPP, allegations with regards to even some of these appointments, that you're packing some of these institutions with people who have an affiliation with the NPP to make it easier for you to win.
The last time
what would you say to that?
The last time I came here, I said it. I'll repeat it again. Elections are won at the police station. If you get your act together right, then nobody can change your figures for you.
Yes, but then so let these people step down so that we know that you have the confidence.
It is even me, Ellen, who is a card-bearing member of the NPP, who is the electoral commissioner. If your act is right and your polling station results are right, I cannot change it.